what's going on, everybody? So it's been about 10 months since my last video. I had planned on posting more. I said I was going to post more, and then I didn't. Winter happened. I was in the Northeast. I didn't have any protection for storage space or anywhere to actually work on the car. So the videos did not happen as projected. Fast forward to about a month ago, we have officially moved back to North Carolina from Maryland, acquired a new place to live, and with that space received a one-car garage that I can now work from. It's not huge. It's subbing as a storage unit at the time, but it's as neat as I can make it, and it's big enough for me to get the car in, do some work here and there. I have done a little bit already since I've been here that I have not filmed because, quite frankly, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do this whole YouTube vlog thing. See a lot of people do it. See a lot of people fail at doing it. But I figure at this rate, if I can at least do something that people are going to watch and learn from, that's really all that matters. So I'm going to do a little walk around of the car, show the update from the last video, and show you what is planned in the next couple weeks. Since then, I've completed the window trim delete. I've done the door handle delete on the chrome there. I wrapped the roof myself. Turned out pretty good. It's first time, so there are some squeegee scratches that did not come out. There are some glue line marks that didn't come out, but overall, I'm happy with it. I can get into it and probably redo it in a couple months. But for now, it's good enough for me. Other things that happened on the car since the last video. I was able to get my carbon fiber parts clear coated finally, now that I had space to actually set them up and cover them. So I got my mirrors coated, I got my eyelids coated, and my front grille coated. I also went down and I wrapped the center portion of the front bumper just to break up the front a little bit more and bring that front that lower grille and the lip together. Not really sure if I like it yet, but I'm gonna stick with it for now and see how I feel in a couple months. Let's see what else has happened. So I also took the liberty of getting my diffuser back. It was off the car for a long time. I painted that gloss black and 2K cleared it with the Spray Max 2K. Turned out really good. I am happy about that. Overall, everything else, exterior wise, is about the same as it was for now. Plus, I also added forgot about that, I also added the visors. Whatever. On the interior, I did wrap the door inserts in carbon fiber. I wrapped the center console pieces in gloss black just because I didn't like the silver, but I wasn't really sure if I'd like the imitation carbon all throughout the car either. So I did do that. And I color dyed the threading and stitch work on the center console. I still have to do the door inserts and maybe the seat logos. Not really sure. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything for the car as of right now, as it sits. What I do have in mind for the future project is a side skirt style setup. Side splitters, it's not new. Everybody does it. But it's new to me, and I plan on doing all the work myself. And I'm gonna cover that work as we go. Let me show you the space that I'm working with right now so you can get an understanding of what area I have to use and what we're going to be working on for the project. So as I said, it's a one-car garage. It's unfinished. I'm not allowed to paint it per the apartment leasing agreement, but it works. You can get the car in here. There is a lot of stuff in here that is not automotive related, as you can see. But as I said, I went from a 10x10 storage unit to a one-car garage, so without spending extra money on more space, I am making the best of what I have. With that said, what you do see on the center of the room here on these sawhorses is what I'm going to be working on next. So this is all eBay special parts. These are the ABS plastic side skirts. I received them in the mail 3 days ago. They fit the car really nice. Everything lines up as it should, so I'm really impressed by that. They were only $149 shipped, so I can't, argue that pricing. The thing that is going to make these skirts stand out from other people who have been putting them on the car is my choice of side splitter. Now, where people have been going the traditional carbon fiber side splitter route that's made for the car, I didn't want to spend $300 to $600 on side splitters. Just didn't want to do it. So what I ended up doing was spending $101 on a set of universal side splitters. So the fact that they're universal means they did have to have some modification to fit on the car itself. So I'm going to pull the original skirt out to the left so you can see the side-by-side comparison in the length of the skirts, of the splitters. So you can see the one in the bag is the original before modification. They both line up on the end. Bring it down, and there is the difference. It's about a 4-inch difference in length between the factory skirt splitter as it came versus the one that I've been working on. So one thing about these universal skirt splitters is that they do come with this little extender. This extender extends the splitters out to the length of our cars, which is about 84 inches. Only issue with this is you have to cut the end of this off to place this inside. What I didn't want was this very obvious and hard line that went in between the original splitter and the extender. So what I did was I cut the end off of the skirt itself as instructions stated. I then cut everything off of this one, leaving nothing but the extended piece. I smoothed out the bevel, and I went and ordered a plastic welding kit off of Amazon. In fact, I'll go ahead and show you what the kit was. So the kit that I ordered was this one right here. It's made by Polyvance. It's a FiberFlex repair kit. It comes with the iron, reinforcing mesh, and the ABS plastic composite sticks to help with the mending of the two pieces into one. So that's what I used. I took that, I came over, starting with the back side, flip it over so you can see. I took the two pieces, I taped them together on the outside, took the mesh and put the mesh down in between the two, melded the mesh into the original plastic of the splitter, and then added 2 layers of the Polyvance's stick weld to the backside, just helping keep it solid. Once that was down and everything was in and everything was, mended together and it was all, pretty set, I flipped it back over and I did the same thing on the top side. The only difference with the top side is I sanded the top side smooth. What you're seeing right now are low spots here and here and here from when I did the primer, just to see if where the low spots actually sat. As of right now, you can see the hard line in between where the weld was performed, but what I do have on order is a half-gallon tub of plastic body filler made by a company out of, I believe, Mexico. It is on its way, and once I get it here, I'll smooth all this up, fill in those low spots, get this splitter primered, sanded smooth, and resprayed gloss black. I will then make a new video later outlining all of the process that I went through on that one on this one, so everybody can see how that process worked and how it looked in the long run. So for now, I'm going to move this back. I'm going to put it over here out of the way because I want to show you the fitment of this splitter on the skirt itself. It actually looks really good. And the fact that nobody else that I've seen anyway is running this combo of the universal gloss black splitter and these skirts, that makes me even more excited to perform and finish this whole process for the car. So let me even that up. So this is what the skirt looks like when mounted to this splitter. It lines up really well. It's going to have about 3/4 to an inch of offset outside of the skirt all the way up until we get to the top. Then it's going to come in a little bit closer, about right there. And you can see on the end, everything lines up nice and even as it's supposed to. And the one thing I like about this specific splitter from the carbon fiber one that everybody's using is this extra winglet is super long, like way longer than the carbon fiber ones. Now granted, carbon fiber is pretty to look at, but when this is painted up gloss black and it's nice and cleared, it'll look good. I have additional plans for these splitters, but for now they'll just stay gloss black. What I do like is how they come up and they cover and conform almost all of the area where the skirt has this little detailed outline here. It covers it up a little bit, but it flows nice and smooth with the concave of the actual skirt, which I was surprised by that. I didn't think it was going to line up as good as it does, but it lines up really well. So, you know, we're going to rock it and see what happens. Yep. So that's the current project that I'm going to be working on for the car, is getting these skirts painted, getting the splitters painted, getting it all installed and mounted up, and move on to something next, something later, after that's all finished. In order to get that job done, I'm using Spray Max's 2K Clear Deglamour, which is right there. Then I went to CarQuest, and I had them mix me up two cans of 1K Spray Max Color Match paint. You can see the top. You might be able to see it. Yeah, it's close enough. That is the K23 color code mixed up in a 1K can to actually apply the base coat. I have the Rust-Oleum adhesion promoter for the plastic. I have my 2 cans of filler primer that will also bond to plastic that I can use for the splitters and any imperfections in the skirt that I might find while going through the washing and Scotch-Brite process of knocking that gloss down so the paint will adhere. That's about all I have for right now. I'm going to go ahead and end this segment just so you can see what is coming and what to look out for in future videos. All right, thanks.